Game
as
one.
the Aussies will start with the serve.
0-0-2. Point. One, 0-2. Point.
See how Casey Diamond there takes his time, doesn't allow himself to walk into that kitchen.
Point. Three, 0-2.
2-point cushion here. Make that 3 in fact.
Side out.
Finally, a side out. Serves broken. Now is where Emilia would want to capitalize. You can only win points on your own serve. Can she get a few? Can she level it here?
Point.
Gets one.
1-3-1.
More sports, a strong start matters. In this one, of course, it does as well, but very easy to turn around because it's just
1-3-2.
moments, little lapse in concentration that can completely change the tide of the game. And we've seen that time and time again.
Point.
Point, says Chief Referee Byron, and that's what it is.
2-3-2.
2-3-2.
Point.
Just like I said, a strong start does not matter.
3-3-2.
The deficit now nullified. 3-piece.
Side out. Three, 3-1.
You will see a change in that scoreline. It is 3-3 indeed.
Point.
Now make that 4-3.
4-3-1.
As Chief Referee Byron says, 4-3-1. The 1 in the end indicates the first server. Once it's 4-3-2 or anything 2, it's the second server.
Right between George's feet. Beautifully placed shot, as you see there. Oh, he won't like that. It's called nutmeg in football.
Side out.
So serves broken. You see that fancy footwork. Attempting an Ernie
3-4-1.
in style. Now he's got an opportunity on his own serve to level it. Casey Diamond.
Point.
Disappointed with that one. The reaction. Quite expressive, both these Aussies. George Wall, Danny Townsend.
George swatting at everything. And finally swats well enough.
4-4-2.
Let's go, Danny.
Side out. 4-4-1.
Yeah!
Point. Five, 4-1.
One of the few games that have been very neck and neck today. A lot of the games have gone very one-sided, as we saw last game as well. Last match, the first game was game 1. Luckily this one, for the sake of the audience and all the kids watching, 6-4.
Serving team, 1 timeout remaining. Serving team, 2, time in, 6-4-1. Point. 7-4-2. Side out.
Right, game nicely poised here at 4-7. The time is now familiar.
4-7-1.
Ooh, just in there, just in, I reckon.
7.
Byron agrees. Just a little bit of creepy crawly entering George's eye. The man does have one of the strongest mustaches in the world of sport. And I think one of the insects must have thought it could be a nice place to burrow in.
4-7-2.
He seems to be all right, he's a big boy. And it's a party in the kitchen again. As you can see, Casey checking his leg to see if he was over the line, which he wasn't, and right into Danny, who had no reply. Sliced it, actually not even a slice, she didn't have an option there. Slid off her paddle there.
Side out.
Happy days for the Aussies right now. Firmly in the driving seat in game 1. And there we go, hearing some screaming. And it's all happy screams.
8-5-1.
Oh, as you see,
Point.
George almost running into the com box. He looks so excited for that shot. Almost right into the chief referee there.
Timeout receiving teams, 9-5-1.
Timeout there. And just like that, we see the Aussies having the best time ever, and you can see the kids enjoying them. For them, it's truly a treat because they enjoy sports, even though this is a new sport, mind you. They've been super intrigued, a lot of them walking past, giving high fives to the players, all these lovely athletes who've come from all over the world. In fact, in the last 5 to 10 minutes, we've seen Indians, Australians, Kiwis, Taiwanese, and that's just at the top of my head, and I have a horrible memory. But just an absolute treat to the eyes to watch all of these athletes take center court here at DLTA in New Delhi as we're close to live action again.
Time in, 9-5-1.
George with the ball in his hand, serves. Loops it rather nicely, and just checking with Byron if that went outside.
9-5-2.
Danny with the serve.
Side out.
Just saw jump on that leg a little bit. Wonder, it's just her warming up. I thought it was a bit of an injury. Shaking her head, getting that blood flowing. You see a lot of athletes do that when they seem that they're cooling down, need a little rush of energy.
Let's go, Danny.
Second serve.
Amelia there, not too happy with herself. Sets high standards for herself there, so she
5-9-2.
definitely won't be pleased with that performance. With that shot, rather. Performance far from over. This game has really got me off my seat, as you could see when I was on camera as well. We do have seats here. It's just that Sarthak and I don't like to use them, especially when the game gets this close.
Main point, sorry about that.
The kids getting right into this game.
6-9-2.
Really enjoying themselves, have come here in relatively large numbers compared to the first few days, and hopefully tomorrow will be even bigger. You can see behind the dignitaries having such a good time. As you can see there on the screen, the dignitaries obviously here to represent, but the kids behind having such a good time. You can see them eating their snackables, well fed and well excited as well. Out of bounds there. Casey has made a bit of an error there. Won't be too happy, especially
10-6-1.
when it's game point.
Second server.
Thwarted. And Danny, unfortunately,
10-6-2.
couldn't dispatch it.
Side out.
Still in the game, winning the serve back.
Here we go, Danny.
Emilia
6-10-1.
Schmidt, now or never.
Point. 7-10-1.
7-10-1. Well
Second
done,
serve.
George. Well done, George.
Let's go, Danny.
Seven, 10-2.
Casey there with ball in hand. Deficit of 3 points.
Side out.
Hits the net, and that's not good. Never is. Now we have
10-7-1.
with game point.
Second server.
Finessed with style there, keeping the game alive. They don't want to give it away. Great momentum when you win that first game, and you can tell, you can almost
10-7-2.
feel the energy is palpable here. In,
out.
well within, so does count. Serve broken.
Let's go, Danny.
Casey.
7-10-1. Second server. Seven, 10-2.
Emilia Schmidt with the serve now.
Point.
Probably the first time I've seen Emilia this ecstatic. You can see what
Let's go, Danny.
what 1 point
8-10-2.
can do to an athlete. Change their body language completely.
Side out. Ten 8-1.
Amelia right back to Danny, back to Amelia and Danny playing this game, and now the boys come in. Ooh, tried Sarthak's favorite ATP.
11-8.
Didn't happen though.
Townsend and Wall. 2 minutes. Timeout. Change ends.
Well, that brings the first game to a close. This is the first semi-final of the mixed doubles. Indeed, my favorite, Chinmay. I love it when that connects. That was super close.
Time in.
She's
0-0-2.
ready. Amelia to Danny.
Point. 1-0-2.
Chinmay, putting you on the spot. Seeing this going to a third, or it's all over in 2?
I love being in the spot, and I think it's done in this one. I don't see it going to the third, but again, we've seen when it comes to predictions with me, either I'm spot on or I'm so far away that the line is a dot.
Now, come on!
Point.
Sometimes it's almost adorable to see players begging the referee. No, it was out, it was in. But Byron there standing his ground, believes what he believes and sticks by it.
So we have a review. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Difficult to tell from that close angle focusing on the kitchen, but the call is for the baseline from what I understand. Has that bounced in or on that baseline, or is it out of bounds?
I can't tell from that view.
Byron says he can't tell from that view. We'll need a long shot, something that shows us the baseline.
Yes, that could be movement.
As you
from the
can
body.
see,
I don't know. I
Casey
cannot tell from that. I have to.
is
I have to
waving
have
his
a
arms
view from
up
the
saying,
other side. It's
God
fine.
knows what. Actually, we can't read lips so well from up here.
That should help us.
No.
Well long. Wow. That's clearly out. So I think it's the shirt. Has it touched the shirt
it did
while
not
it
look
travels out? That's what's in question, because it can't be about the out call. That's very well out. So let's see if it's clipping the shirt on the way while it travels out.
Yeah. No, that did not touch. Clear by.
Tough to tell with such angles. The
No
ball
touch.
moving at such pace, so it does look a little
After
distorted.
video review,
So it doesn't look like it's
the
touching
ball did
George
not
Wall
touch
there.
the shirt.
You can see a gap. So
Point.
Byron confirms it. Great use
Byron.
of technology here. Helps us
1-1-1.
make that decision. 1-1-1 says the chief referee.
Fantastic,
The server.
fantastic stuff there. You can see what it means to Emilia Schmidt. Generally so quiet on and off the pitch, off the
1-1-2.
court rather, and she is excited. She's pumped. Nobody wants to come this far in a tournament and let it all go. And unfortunately for Emilia there,
Point.
not good enough. The ball came onto her too quickly, had no time to react. Evasive maneuvers, and the ball was gone. So The ball back to the
2-1-2.
Aussies here. George.
Side out.
Losing her balance there, Danny Townsend. You can see this was the moment. She just
1-2-1.
couldn't get that footwork as well as she would have liked. So important at the kitchen line to have
Second serve.
your footwork going, working in sync with your body. The feet, the
1-2-2.
quads, the calves, muscles in your lower body, major role to play in this sport. It may look easy, but certainly you're doing a lot of squats there in a joyful way, in a way that you wouldn't really feel it on your
Side
quads,
out.
but yes, certainly that quadricep muscle is being worked.
Which is why you
2-1-1.
see all of these players with tremendous leg power, a lot of the energy coming from the glutes, the lower back as well. Of course, just like any human being who has to run around, your calves need to be strong, so it's just a lot of leg work, and then let's not even get to the upper body, and then your mind. So, looks easy, but believe me when I say it's not.
3-1-1.
Come on! Danny!
Point. Timeout. Receiving team 4-1-1.
Time out there.
1 minute.
Maybe that's what's required to change the momentum, because at this stage it looks like my prediction is coming true. The Aussies running away with this one as well. Doesn't look like it's going to go to a game 3. One can only hope and pray.
It's
Receiving team,
tomorrow,
one timeout,
as
serving
it's
team,
Championship
2 timeouts.
Sunday.
Time in.
Maybe the Ric Flair-like dance
1-1.
move that Rohit Sharma showed us. Some other popular dance moves coming your way tomorrow.
When you take Ric Flair's name, you have to do the woo every time, and Sadhak acknowledges
4-2.
a big WWE man himself. He'd know what I'm talking about.
That's the only time you can step into the kitchen. It's the net tape. You want to get to the ball, but other than that, they're all running out of it. Take a look at that. That's allowed.
1-4-1.
That's legal. Because it hits the net tape, so within the rules. Wow. Incredible. Again, allowed to step in. Make sure you're keeping that within the rules of the game. So mindful at every moment. Each of these athletes cannot dodge anything, because the eyes of Mr. Byron Fresso, like a hawk.
Come on! Let's go, George!
Side out.
Such a crisp backhand volley. So exquisite. And then that smash.
4-1-1.
Well done, George Wall. Missing that one completely. Not too long ago on that very court, George's partner, Danny
4-1-2.
Townsend, said he's an old man. Doesn't look like one. Doesn't play like one. Full of energy. Full of exuberance. They just have so much fun on court. Both these Aussies. Something in question now.
No, I cannot. Okay. There's a challenge on the out call with the score of 4-1.
So there's a challenge on the out call. Now let's take a look. Instantly, both Danny and George signaling out to the man on your screen.
Sarthak, do you think it was a little more desperation than we'll find out soon enough?
Quite possible. Quite possible. We've seen the timeouts. This could be a strategic approach as well, because maybe disrupt rhythm, just break the flow. We don't know. Let's see now what this truly is. Ooh, it's pretty close. It's
We
so
were wrong.
close.
Okay.
Byron If you
The ball
focus
is
on the
good.
chief referee, he signaled in.
After
He says
video review,
it's in
it has been
after
determined that the
seeing that,
ball
and we see it clipping
is
the
in.
line there. So the palm, Byron's palm point pointing down.
Therefore, the score is
So
5.
that's an
1-1.
indication that the ball was in.
1. 5. 1-2. Yeah. Yeah, you are the correct serve. No, he is the correct serve. Sorry. My apologies. 5-1-2. It's correct serve.
Even the mighty allowed to make some mistakes, but quickly
5-1-2.
recovering from that there, Byron.
I got. One, back. Hey, watch. One. My bad.
Side out.
Let's take a look at this. You can see how difficult that backhand smash is. It's
1-5-1.
not your favorite shot because you want to execute it from behind. The body weight transfer, not easy.
Yeah, George. That's it.
Second server.
Yeah.
1-5-2.
Watch.
She loves the ATPs, attempts one, Emilia Schmidt. And even though it didn't land in, it didn't have to because it was
6-1-2.
intercepted, but sent out. So it does the work, it does the job.
2-5-2.
Come on, Danny.
Side out.
Come on. Good movement. Let's go.
Five, 2-1.
Back-to-back ATPs being attempted by the Aussie. Oh wow!
Certainly got Sarthak excited. Said about 10-15 minutes ago he loves his ATPs. And the gods of pickleball being kind on him as we see.
6-2-1.
The kids having the time of their lives. There's nothing better in sports to see kids enjoying. I've said it all day today, they are the future. And the fact that they are genuinely enjoying their snacks and the game says a lot about them.
6-2-2.
Heard that roar from Danny when she couldn't get the timing she would have liked, but a parallel roar from young Emilia, the teenager,
6-1.
sends out a statement.
Second server.
Day full of roars today, a game full of roars, a match full of roars.
Come on, let's go. Lock in.
But it's going to take more than roaring to stop the
6-2.
Aussies right here, as it's just 2-6. Is it too much too late? I still don't think so, but my prediction, I feel, will be true, where I don't see this going to game number 3. Sarthak, a little more skeptical. He wants the game to continue.
Let's go. Right back, George. Come on. Let's stay in it.
A
Let's stay in it.
semi-final
3-6-2.
truly is worthy of a 3. All 4 of them such good athletes. 3 Australians, 1 American on this center court. Whoa!
Point.
Look how much that means to Emilia and Casey, it's getting closer.
4-6-2.
Wow, what reflexes there from the American Casey Diamond. He's got the serve, 2 points to level this.
Side out.
Big difference between the heated game yesterday and today is the excitement not
6-4-1.
going to the other side of the court, team members enjoying amongst themselves, but they are still yelling, screaming and shouting. So it is game on. It truly is. With the difference of 2, can they bring it down and take it to the third game?
Second serve. Yeah. 6-4-2. Side out.
We can hear Amelia right here at the comm box, which is 2 floors above the action. So clearly, never seen her this excitable.
4-6-1.
Really is game on.
Wow, how close did Emilia get to hitting that one?
Second
A
serve.
little bit of miscommunication between Casey and her. You can take a look at this now. How Emilia charges for that. Almost ran
4-6-2.
into Casey Diamond. The confusion causes the error.
Point.
6-5 or 5-6 rather.
5-6-2. Point. 6-6-2. Point. Timeout, receiving team. Score 7-6-2, 1 minute. Receiving team and serving team, you have 1 timeout apiece. Time in, 7-6-2.
Right down the middle, solving the riddle. Danny Townsend. Take a look at this one. She finds the gap, and that was hit with some venom.
6-7-1.
Also working the crowd very well today is Danny. Keeps looking at those kids, asking them for their support, and boy are they giving it to her.
No, come on, Danny, come
There,
on.
Cassie. Too much. Not very happy with himself. 7 apiece. 7 apiece, remember. The
7-7-1.
Aussies have that advantage of an extra game that they've won, which means Schmidt and Diamond need to give a golden performance.
Ooh, the tweener attempted by Casey Diamond, the American.
Timeout, receiving team.
Couldn't get the
6-1,
timing.
1
Look at
minute.
that. The one that is coming between the legs. He had a look at that one. So close to it. It looks so good. We were talking about the trick shots, the fancy ones. The tweener has to be up there if executed correctly.
I don't think I can do it even with the mic. See, it's stuck. Too stiff. These guys definitely more talented by far than I am.
But we've seen quite a few ATPs connect. The Ernies have worked beautifully. Some scorpions, one scorpion in fact. How good was that? The Ernie is the one where you jump out from the kitchen area, go out of the court and execute it beautifully. It's just such a beautiful sport to play as well as watch. And we have the best seats in the house, 2 floors up. Isn't it beautiful?
I still think the word bichu shot would sound a lot cooler than a scorpion.
No, definitely no. Scorpion sounds perfect. And the men of the hour on your screen. Mr. Pranav Kohli to
15
the left,
seconds.
Mr. Winnie Jain to the right, the CEO
Receiving
the
team, you
Pickleball
have 0
World Rankings,
timeouts remaining.
Pickleball World
Serving team,
Series,
you have 1.
Mr. Kohli,
Time in 8:71.
Managing Director of the Times Group. The reason we are all here, Mr. Winnie Jain, watching closely. Here we go.
Second server. Eight, 7-2.
Long reach, attempts that one, but just couldn't get the paddle connect to that ball. Again, Danny Downs. Oh, again, something similar.
Side out.
She's disappointed. The reaction really summing it up. She's getting to the ball. Look at that.
7-8-1.
The return on the first time. Just the second one missing.
Second server.
Oh, don't see that too often. Messing up on the serve out of bounds, so clearly not happy with himself there. Casey.
Point.
Had no reply there. Unfortunately, Danny bearing the full brunt of Kathy's shot there.
8-8-2.
Amelia with the serve.
Point.
Two points
9-8-2.
away. Emilia and Casey from pushing this to a decider. Just feel she got everything right, everything going away in that one. 19-year-old Emilia. But that's how much you have to send back. That's how much it takes to win 1 point. The fight that the Aussies on the other side are showing. Oh wow! What a beautiful shot that is. A statement from Mr. Wall. Standing there and delivering in style.
Truly behaving like he is the real George of the jungle there. Stamping authority. George 1, Tarzan 0 is what I would say. Only thing missing is him swinging off a tree. But I'm sure if he wins the final come Sunday, he'll be doing that as well. Good energy in the game. You can see the kids clapping around. They are cheering. They're getting into the game. And that's only because of the energy brought out by these tremendous athletes fighting for a place in that coveted final tomorrow.
Yeah, from Emilia, and it's a critical juncture. It's a matter of 1 point. You could see the Aussie step into that final.
Football.
Footfall called by Mr. Presso.
Never gained your balance out there. Step right back into the
Mr. Wall not too happy with
doesn't
that.
matter.
Go straight
Still
to
in
the
motion.
chief referee. Oh yes, you can see him step into that
Side out.
kitchen area and thanking the stars. Casey Diamond, what a stage to win a point, saving
9-10-1.
a match point. Now it's on his serve. He can level it and possibly take it to a decider. Wow!
Second serve.
Counter-attacking abilities shown by young Emilia, remarkable, but it's George Wall who says that's not coming back. Listen to the roar. The kids loving it. Crowd joining it here in New Delhi.
9-1.
Tried so hard to save yet another match point, but
11-9 to
fortune
Wall and
not
Danni
going their way this time. You have to applaud the Aussie.